Right then, we've got a video here that's definitely going to piss some people off. It's not designed to, but you know the nature of the world, the way it is. Some people aren't going to be happy. Here's 5 things that we learned about Paul Pogba. And number 1, he ain't happy. And guess what, mate? Most United fans aren't happy either. Pogba and Raiola, and a lot of Raiola, have seemingly flirted with moving and leaving from Old Trafford since the day he arrived, it feels like. He said in a recent interview, "You have to be honest, the last 5 seasons have not satisfied me. This year it is dead. We will not win anything. Whether it's with United or another club, I want to win trophies." I hear that. He doesn't explicitly say that he wants to leave Old Trafford in that interview there and then either. But his actions don't suggest that he's a player that wants to remain at Old Trafford. It's got to be said. The fact that we're now pissing distance away from April and he hasn't signed a new deal. He might be holding out for the biggest deal of all time. He might be holding out for a record Premier League deal, which I'm sure United have offered, deserved or not. But it's took the piss. These are the actions of a man who doesn't want to be here. If he doesn't want to be here, don't be here then, I think. Number 2, consistency. Throughout his United career, there's been few times where Pogba has played for a long period of 7 and 8 out of 10 performances of real, genuine, world-class consistency. That's not good enough. And it's not to suggest he's not good enough, because he is. He just hasn't been able to find that sort of consistency. Whether or not you think he does have the quality, it doesn't really matter. He doesn't have the consistency in terms of availability. Last few years, he's saying he's not satisfied with it. United fans can't be satisfied with it. He's been missing for about half the games in the last couple of years. When you look at the poor performances this year of Bruno, Maguire, Rashford, that was 3 players that was available every single week under Ole, ran into the ground, probably poorly advised the way they ran into the ground. 3 players who are just non-existent this season. Paul Pogba wasn't one of those. He was unavailable for most of the season, and that's the issue. When you pay nearly £100 million for a player, you kind of want him to be playing for you, not injured and not missing games. And despite showing unbelievable ability at times, he can go missing in games. He can go missing full stop and just not be available. And that's not good enough. Consistency in appearances and performances probably go hand in hand. And maybe that's the issue. Number 3, there is without doubt world-class ability. When Pogba's in form, he does things other midfielders could only dream of. His his pace is so underrated. He's absolutely rapid. I think that's because of how long his legs are. He's got the ability to spray a ball anywhere on the pitch. He's got amazing vision. He's got sensational strength for someone who on the face of things looks a little bit skinny. But he's very strong. And when he uses his body to get across a ball and shield it, there's not a player in the world getting that ball off him, coupled with how good his touch is. We had some brilliant moments, both under Jose and Ole, of Paul Pogba. Breathtaking moments where he really, really just raised the bar. But they were few and far between. He also featured heavily and was a star in a World Cup winning side. There's no denying the ability that he has at all. Number 4, he's a popular figure in the dressing room. Prior to Ronaldo coming, I would have thought he was maybe the main superstar, maybe the one everyone kind of was in a little bit in awe of, maybe the one everyone kind of looked up to in Manchester United's dressing room. Basing this on his social media interactions, the celebrations on the pitch, seeing him both with United and with France, and hearing some things like when Jose came out and said Pogba's the virus. The players I talked to were saying otherwise. Said Pogba was trying to unite the players, whether that was necessarily in favour of Jose Mourinho or trying to get them to play well in spite of Jose Mourinho is another thing. But he was trying to unite the players. He was trying to G up the players. He was trying to be a leader. I don't think any of that's in doubt. I think he's a very, very influential player. And number 5, he's been a letdown of a signing. He was a world record fee. World record fee. We didn't get a world record fee player. We got a very good player. Very, very good player. But we didn't get the consistency you would hope out of a player that had just been in FIFA Pro World 11s. That has just cost a record transfer fee, world record transfer fee. He came on the back of 4 straight Serie A titles. He was expressing individualism on the pitch. There was quality. There looked like there was consistency. I think even though he's been a positive player in a United shirt, by and large, I don't think he's quite reached the heights, the expectation of both the fee and the hype demanded. At United, he made a goal or an assist every 2.55 games, which for a central midfielder often played quite deep. He's very good. But when you pair this with the inconsistencies and the lack of trophies and the constant circus around the speculation about whether he's going to stay or leave, I think he's been a bit of a letdown. Agree? Disagree? Give me your thoughts in the comments. Let me know what you think and what you would rate Paul Pogba's time at Manchester United out of 10. Hey, thank you for watching the video. If you are new around these parts, then don't forget to subscribe. My channel is proudly supported by my community on Patreon. If you'd like to get a little bit of extra content, a Discord group, meetups, 5-a-side games, weekly podcasts, behind the scenes, and even an occasional bit of transfer news as and when I get it, then for the price of a pint, you can show your appreciation for the content that we make and get some goodies for doing so as well. Check the link in the description or click the button right here. You'll also find all of my socials here too if you want to follow me on any of those platforms. Nice one.